Presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Durant. Thompson is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Shays in at the four-man position. And for the Suns, Anthony is out there with Durant. Then it's Ewing. Then it's Thompson. And it's Nash in at the two. And you look at how these teams match up, Clark. The guard positions boasting plenty of talent.
And you think about it, Kevin, the skill level of today's players arguably at an all-time high. But nothing like guard skills to help you put on a show.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Now the pass to Shea. Curry outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Out to Thompson. Lets it go with a three. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Nash, the pass to Durant. Another three for Phoenix.
No fear or hesitation from KD. He's able to hit from anywhere.
Well, Clark, even with all their roster movement, all the player moves they've made, the 76ers have managed to have sustained success.
You know what, Kevin? I agree. Their roster has gone through a lot of changes recently with key players being moved, which makes it even harder to sustain success. But they've found a way to keep winning.
Another three for Phoenix.
Also, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
1:46 left in the first. Curry passes to Chamberlain. Back to Curry. Shoots the three. Deflected by Thompson.
In terms of off guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player. Can compete with the best of them.
Now Thompson, after the missed three from Stephen Curry, drills the three-pointer.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Shays can't hit.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. With a whole new group on the floor. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Chamberlain. Cunningham comes in for Kevin Durant. James Harden, he's checked in for Thompson. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. As James Harden has gotten older, Clark, he's made it clear he wants to contend for titles.
And that's a typical progression for a player. You can't blame him. I mean, he's done just about everything you can do individually. He's aware of the fact that a championship would add to his career immeasurably. The scoring ability Harden brings is unique and next level.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here is Harden. Yes, that goes in.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Harden against Booker. Stoudemire outside. Back to Booker. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. English finds Booker. And here's Embiid. Here's English. Banked in off the glass.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. Misses the jumper, and they can't get anything on the break. Cunningham outside. Booker in the corner. Three-pointer. Good. Great play by English to set it up.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Good on the second free throw.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched, really. Yet, he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
And so it's Phoenix riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Evan Sharp from beyond the arc putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Thompson is out there with Curry. And it's Durant. Then there's Marion. And it's Embiid in at the 5. On the wing, Irving. And then Irving slams it in.
Hey, folks, sit back and enjoy the show. The doctor is an amazing in-game dunker.
And so Curry will bring it up for Phoenix. This one for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix. During last season, Clark, both Damian Lillard and Donovan Mitchell scored 71 points in a game, the most since Kobe's 81.
Yeah, that's remarkable, Kevin. We also had a ton of 50-point games, too. I think it's kind of due to the heliocentric offenses we see now. Teams building those rosters around their one superstar.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As ever, Joel Embiid has the pressure on him to be the franchise player. He said it's not an easy job. If it was easy, everybody would do it. When you're actually the best offensive player and the best defensive player, you got to make plays. You can't be perfect. All I can do is try to do my best every game. Kevin?
Well said. His best DA is pretty great, isn't it? Thank you so much for the report. And it's Marion in the corner. Ewing kicks to Durant. Marion with it. Guarded now by Irving. Out to Thompson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Curry, good.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Marion with the steal. Durant with the steal. To the middle. Kicks it out to Iverson. The 3. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Iverson. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The wide open look for Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with the 3 of his own.
Passes to Jokic. With the drive. Iverson dishes to Durant. Irving passes to Durant. 6 to shoot. Here's Iverson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, Iverson's so stubborn and competitive offensively, forcing that shot through even while taking the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Durant. English comes in for Sean Marion. Mullins checked in for Klay Thompson. Nash is subbed in for Curry. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Jamal Murray. One shot.
Free throw, good. Murray.
To get where you want to go as a team, you need big game players. There's no way around it. And historically, Murray tends to play his best on the biggest stage.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Chamberlain's checked in for Jokic. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Allen Iverson. Here's Shays. Buries the long-range jumper.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
It's Nash with the drive. Ewing kicks to Anthony. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And the talents of Anthony on full display, mercilessly baiting the defender.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. Thompson right side. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Embiid gives you a lot. Scoring, rebounding, defense, and he can also beat you with the pass.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The 3 from Anthony, and he's good on the 3-ball. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that 3. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
And so it's Phoenix with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, what has allowed you all to build?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And so, in the game for the 76ers, we've got Chamberlain. Curry is out there with Thompson. And it's Durant. And it's Shays in at the power forward. Buries it from 3-point range.
And the quickness of Nash's game, just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
Outside for Durant. Suns moving the ball around. Chamberlain with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. On defense, Philadelphia. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Anthony. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Anthony's got 9.
Again and again, rinse and repeat. Nash continues to find the open man.
Pass to Shades. Curry kicks to Thompson. And Ewing with the block. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Such a wide open look. He's got 12.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Stephen Curry's checked in for the Suns. Then for the 76ers, James Harden comes in for Thompson. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Stephen Curry. Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
Durant finds Curry. Out to KD. Thompson in the corner. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Harden's shot is off.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with him.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Iverson drops in the layup for 2.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by Phoenix.
Curry passes to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 11 points for Kevin Durant.
Durant so good at finishing in tight. Excellent in the paint.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Out to Ewing. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Suns making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in. Outside Curry. Here's Anthony. And he gets the whistle. 2 free. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
Previous play is under review.
make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
To make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Ewing. The 76ers also with a sub. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Kevin Durant.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Here's Jokic. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got 6 assists now in the game. And here are the Suns now. They're on an 18-6 run. Out to Anthony. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Philadelphia ball.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Iverson. And there's the pass to Jokic. He gets it in there. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
No questioning Iverson's skill for moving the ball. A guy this open is an easy dime for him.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Suns. He's raised his three-point total to 6 now. A lot of points from beyond the arc. Back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Nash sitting on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Hurrying out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Mullen. And it's Thompson in at the small forward.
Hey, that's just not enough. A little contact will not bother Jokic's shot.
Stoudemire kicks to Murray. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Drains the three-pointer. Thompson's got 21 in the game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
76ers moving the ball around. Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
The assist.
Boy, his ball handling skills for a guy of his size and the creativity he plays with, just remarkable when you watch Jokic do his thing.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Booker in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Booker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Blocking foul called on Jamal Murray. First personal foul. First team foul.
The Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Chamberlain's checked in. Here's Booker. Stoudemire dishes to Marion. Kicks it out to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Good on the three-point shot.
Good pass right there from Marion, an example of his versatility at his position.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Suns.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Klay Thompson.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so. An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Phoenix has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. 2 points. That one goes.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Murray against Mullen for 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Dennis Johnson. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Back to Booker. Launches it. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Murray, the pass to Chamberlain. Allen Iverson on the way. The 76ers with another miss. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Substitution on the court.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Booker. And stolen by Booker. And here's Iverson outside. Stoudemire grabs the miss. Here's Marion. And Cunningham with the block. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Hooker fires from way outside. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Katie, what was the big thing to secure this win?
I like how active we were on the defensive side of the ball to start the game. We made shots tonight. And
all right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.